to Healer Television Ministries, and on today's show we have with us a wonderful man of God, a man that God has called into this awesome ministry, and his name is Pastor Campbell. He is here with us today, and we are going to do an interview about this wonderful man. So at this time, I want to take this time out to say, Pastor Campbell, welcome to have you on our show for today, and can you just briefly tell us about yourself?
Okay, to begin with, my name is Dennis Campbell, and I'm originally from the sunny island of Jamaica, where I pastored for several years before coming to reside in New York. I'm now pastoring United Community Baptist Church. I believe it's a great ministry, and we are looking forward to seeing growth as we go along each day in the Lord's vineyard.
Praise God. Praise God. And I just want to ask you, how long have you been in this ministry, pastoring?
In this ministry, approximately 7 years. Yes.
That's good, yes. And also, you know, the last time I visited your church for the first time, it was your church dedication. Yes. And you shared with the congregation a testimony about all the ups and downs you went through to get this church the way it is, which is a beautiful church. Thank God for that. So can you elaborate on that testimony? I enjoy that testimony.
I do not regret a single moment. I've been in this ministry for 48 years. You may not know how old I am, but don't ask my wife, please. But I'm delighted that God brought me to this ministry. I'm not building it, I'm not helping to build it. Really, God is building his church for my sake, but for those who will come after. This is God's ministry, not my ministry. Just pray for this ministry that God will continue to bless us. Well, the church had a bit of difficulty over the years. It was originally Atonement Baptist Church, but the people along the way faced difficulties which caused a separation. God called me into this ministry to bring them back together. So we came back together with the intention to truly do God's will, whatever it takes. Since we got back together under the name United Community Baptist Church, we have faced a number of problems which would have discouraged a number of persons. But God has put into the hearts of these people that desire to sacrifice so as to build the church. And out of this, today we have a very strong congregation committed and dedicated to reaching the community and beyond with the gospel of Christ.
Praise God. You know, I'm glad that you went that way with that question, because it leads up to my next question, which is, as a pastor, what is the most challenging, situation that you have experienced in your ministry?
The most challenging situation was to take a small church after having pastored for many years reasonably large churches, and to start at a small group in a living room with approximately 29 believers, and to build from there into a church as you see today. At first, it seemed almost impossible. but God has seen us through.
Then, when God gets a hold of you, you better obey. And it was not easy. I discussed it with my family, my children. They didn't quite see why. After spending 25 years in the teaching profession, spending 30-odd years as a pastor, why are you now returning to pastor a little church in a house? It's not realistic. But I told them I wasn't there for the money. I wasn't there for you to give me a car. I purchased my own car. I live at my own place. Well, I rent it. Don't worry about it. But what I'm trying to say here, this is all to the glory of God.
So what is your membership growth is like?
The total membership today is well over 100, maybe 150.
Praise God. Praise God. And what impact would you say that your church have in this community? I know you're in a good location. It's on Utica. So what impact has it have on the community?
We've been able to reach out to a number of persons who have used the services of the church. For example, funerals. People come just to visit, and someone passes and they come along to ask us to do the funeral service. We also have a feeding program where we feed the needy each Saturday morning. We also have an education center. And all of these things are geared to reach out to the community. And they are accepting the ministry that we provide here. And it's very comforting.
Praise God. You know, we're glad to know that, because there are so many people who need our help. And, you know, it's so important when a church can open up that door, that area where they can help the community. At this time, we just want to take a short break.
Hello, my name is Alicia Straker Williams. I attend Divine Word of Truth in Brooklyn, New York, and you are watching Tehillah Television Ministries.